Have you ever felt overwhelmed with fear when studying a new language? That sense of disappointment can gradually take hold as you struggle with the basics, and it's tempting to give up. Many people can relate to this story, and I was one of them. But what if I told you that the fear of failure is just a barrier that can be broken? With resilience, determination, and courage, anyone can conquer the daunting journey of learning a new language.
Because with no courage, no language proficiency. A while back, Hercules found himself at a crucial crossroads in the hills of Greece. Unsure of where he was headed, Hercules faced a crisis, one as life-changing and real as any of us has ever faced. Where was he trying to go? That's the point of the story. Alone, unknown, unsure, Hercules, like so many, didn't know. At the intersection, one path led to a tempting goddess who promised him an easy life, free from want, unhappiness, fear, or pain. On the other path stood a sterner goddess in a pure white robe. She made a choir call. She promised no rewards except those that came as a result of hard work.
It would be a long journey.
She said, there could be sacrifice, there could be scary moments, but it was a journey fit for a god. It could make him the person his ancestors meant him to be.
And that, guys, is what it takes to learn a language: sacrifice and courage. Language goals achievements are focused on the virtue and commitment that you take together along with the sacrifice. Hercules faced a choice between virtue and vice, opting for either the easy or the challenging path. Similarly, as language learners, we must choose between the traditional and the passive methods, or the intelligent and the active approaches to learning. Which is your decision, the easy one or the one that puts you on the real learning approach? I can offer you 5 tips to overcome this fear and persist with challenges, which can help you achieve mastery in language learning. So, what is meant by locus of control? Essentially, it refers to your belief in your ability to control situations. In simple terms, as described by the psychologist Philip Zimbardo, it's about whether we think the outcomes of our actions depends on our own efforts, or these outcomes are mainly from external factors beyond our control. Okay, there are 2 types of locus of control: internal and external. If you think and you believe that you are in charge of what is happening, then it's internal locus of control. However, if you think that external factors dictates like your life, then it's external locus of control.
Outlook 1. I often feel that I have little control over my life and what happens to me. People rarely get what they deserve. Many things can happen that are outside of my control. Life is a game of chance. Outlook 2. If you work hard and commit yourself to a goal, you can achieve anything. There is no such thing as fate or destiny. If you study hard and are well prepared, you can do well on exams. Luck has to do with success. It's mostly a matter of dedication and effort. In the long run, people tend to get what they deserve in life.
If you resonate more with the Outlook 1, then you're an external locus of control. However, if you align more with the Outlook 2, then you're an internal locus of control. What role does your locus of control play in your life? Self-efficacy is a person's belief in their ability to complete a task or a goal. It encompasses a person's confidence in themselves in order to control their behavior, exert over their environment, and stay motivated in the pursuit of their goal. I found this study by Bandura, here you can see it, and it emphasizes that higher self-efficacy leads to increased motivation, perseverance, and ultimately improved performance in various domains such as professional pursuits and language pursuits. Simply put, it's the belief or the confidence that you have over yourself that you are capable of learning languages or achieve whatever you want. But how can I do it? It's simple as setting clear goals, SMART goals for instance, breaking them down into actionable steps, and tracking the process. Let's say that you're in an unmotivated state, you are procrastinating, and you may imagine and think, well, the thing here to do is to do something. I will clean up the house, I will take care for some bills, I will walk around with my dog, I will do something, or I just wait. But deep down, you know that these strategies really work quickly and they lead you right up to the deadline, and you end up doing nothing, or you don't just pursue your goal. Now, picture a different scenario. Instead of succumbing in the lethargy, you decide to shake things up. You realize that the key to breaking free from procrastination lies in embracing discomfort. So, you push yourself up to do something that's harder than just sitting around. You do something that requires effort and maybe a little bit of pain, but in a good way. Then this means that if you're sitting around feeling unmotivated to study or to pursue any goal, then here is the time that you have to put your body and mind in a state of discomfort. And you have to do this quickly with a tangential activity, meaning an activity completely different from your goal, from studying languages, that puts your body in a different state, such as a cold shower or a cold immersion. According to Swan's output hypothesis of immersion, a reason people struggle to achieve accuracy in a second language is due to the lack of using it in real-world situations. Swan suggested that incorporating intensive output or using actively the language in writing or speaking is crucial for language acquisition. Let's speak about the echo technique. Let's say that you like a podcast in your target language. Then you actively listen and allow the sounds to echo in your mind. This helps in internalizing the pronunciation and structure before speaking it out loud. It essentially creates a sound memory in your mind in order to create this language acquisition. How you can do that? You initially can start imitating one word that is quite complicated for you to understand and maybe pronounce it, and then you can stick it for a whole sentence and you start to imitating a native speaker, imitating the intonation and how they speak, so you can create the sound memory in your mind, and then you can achieve a great pronunciation. To improve this technique, it's essential that you practice with native speakers. But what if I don't have a professor or a teacher? Then you can just go ahead and find a tandem cafe. So, output from the beginning of your learning journey holds significant importance. It aids in better comprehension and assimilation of information by actively engaging your brain. Besides speaking or expressing your thoughts to the word, just can trigger cognitive process. So far, this means that without a proper input, you cannot have a meaningful output, and without an output, the input is useless. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that means continuous improvement or change for the good. It's composed by two Japanese kanjis that mean good and change, respectively. So this means that it is a change for the good. It's all about taking small steps toward improvement every single day. It's a powerful concept that can lead to a big results in the long run. Now, we need to put this powerful concept in action. How can I do that? Every single day we're going to improve 1% in whether our technique or the time spent using the language.
Ask yourself, what small steps can I take to improve the technique I'm using? What small changes can I make to improve my language approach? You can as well increase the time by 5 minutes each day to your language routine.
Once these techniques are put into practice, you'll notice a significant change in your approach of learning languages. Consistency is key. Don't allow this newfound knowledge to remain abstract in your mind. Create reminders and stick to a schedule to ensure that you follow consistently the learning process. By doing so, you will develop a habit of using these methods and they will become a part of your regular learning routine. I remain dedicated to them and I even study them every single day, practicing and immersing myself. And as well because I had some exams to present and to take, so I didn't want my exams to be a nightmare. Back in school, my English was terrible. I struggled even with the basics. I didn't understand anything. The Silvia of that time couldn't have imagined or fathomed the idea of being proficient in 4 different languages, which is insane. And I don't know, it's by the early age of 21. So that's amazing.